So it's a 1987 Ford XF Falcon.
Yep. Does it hold much of its originality?
Maybe looks on the outside. Obviously different motor, gearbox, diff, brakes, all that sort of stuff. Some inside bits are still original dash and whatnot. It's just the bits that make it go a bit better.
So what's it running for powertrain?
It's running a supercharged VY ls1.
Yep.
It's got a VZ T56 gearbox and it's running an EL Falcon diff.
Is it stock insides or has it got a cam?
Yep, got a cam. Yeah, it's got cam, but basically the need to stuff, the double row timing chain, lifters, springs, all that sort of stuff. It's running a GM street race cam.
Right.
I'm not sure what the actual specs, but it's a GM cam. Yeah, it was naturally aspirated, made nearly 400 horsepower originally before the blower went on.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, so it was good, but yeah, put that blower on it now. I think it's been on for maybe 2 years.
Yep.
Yeah. So
what kind of blower is it?
it's an Eaton M122. It was actually a guy that made a kit that utilises the Shelby GT500 blower onto his own custom intake.
So you're keeping it forward at least?
Yeah, so I've got something that goes back to Ford.
Keeping the purity?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, keeping some people a little bit happier. It was tuned by High Torque Performance last time, a couple of years ago, and it was made about 520 at the wheels.
Oh, okay.
And just under 1,000 newton metres of torque.
You didn't get the sticker that goes up your door? Because
No,
of the 500?
no.
They changed that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 800 now.
500's not enough these
No,
days.
so you just get the rear window sticker.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay, so 500 is nothing to sneeze at, especially through a 6-speed.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's not an open diff.
Well, I'm running just a mini spool, which is what's been in it since I originally built it. There's plans later on to do something, maybe an LSD or something like that for drivability, but yeah, just a mini spool with the gear ratio is a little bit out now with the blower. It's running 411 diff gears, which when I build my new diff, it will maybe go 345 or something like that.
Yeah, so it's got that extra torque now,
Yeah,
but it doesn't really need the low gear.
Doesn't need it. That's right. Yeah.
It wouldn't be too bad being a 6-speed cruising.
No. When you're in 6th gear, it's still it's probably doing maybe 1,500 revs at 100 still. So it's still
pretty ridiculous.
6th gear is as you probably know they're pretty tall. So
It's just the fact that first gear is a bit useless
Yeah.
now with 1,000 newton metres of torque.
Yeah,
And
So it's
that,
just a 5-speed.
yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
It's got in the rear it's got a custom set of QA1 coilovers. In the front, I've only got a set of heavy-duty springs and shocks. Yeah.
Because they've got that old style front suspension. It's not like a first strut or anything.
No,
It's
no,
the double
it's just a-
control lines.
Yeah.
The spring about this long.
Yeah. It's a little bit shorter than the other.
The heavy duty ones are a bit shorter.
Yeah, and it runs EL rear brakes on the back, and it's got rebuilt XF PBR ones on the front with it's got Brematec brake pads, so it's a pretty good brake pad. It's got new all brake lines on all 4 wheels, and that's pretty much it. it's actually come out of Mum and Dad's record now.
Yeah.
It was one of the ex-teachers, and I needed the car, and Dad said, well, if you pay the rego, I'll give you the car, and you just,
Yeah, nice.
you can have your money back on the rego when we sell it.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. So I had one of them. It was the most gutless thing I'd ever driven in my life. I never was a fan of XF really either. Like, I don't know. They're always a nice car to drive and everything else. But yeah, I don't know. I look at them now, and you definitely, people look at them more than what they probably used to. Yeah.
So how long has it been together for?
I think I bought that car in 2018, and the motor went in. I had the engine basically here. I didn't really know what I was putting it in. Found that car, so yeah, it would have went in sometime 2018 to maybe early 2019. So that motor's been in for. So
Yeah. Any major catastrophes with it?
no, none at all. Touch wood.
ls1.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't get driven all the time, but it gets driven pretty hard when we do it. Does a few power cruises and things, and yeah.
Is it original paintwork or is it been redone?
There is parts of it that are original. It had a little bit of rust in the right-hand rear quarter. That when I bought it, we had that side painted. Actually, Mum panelled and painted that for me.
Yep.
And it's had a bonnet and a door and something at one point too. So I think it's half 2-pack, a little bit of acrylic there, and whatever they come out with originally. So,
Yeah.
but most of it looks fairly original. It's as you can tell.
It's hard to tell from a distance.
From a
obviously,
distance,
that it's had any work done, really.
Yeah, you get a fair way away from it. It actually looks okay. So.
It's quite a survivor, though, isn't it? Like it.
Yeah. When I basically bought it, it was sitting in a paddock when I bought it, and it was $1,000 car, and I thought it's a good start for a.
So I'm assuming that you've done LS swaps or engine swaps in general before?
Yeah. It's the second LS I put into a vehicle. I had an E36 BMW Coupe that I did the same thing with the manual and everything in it. But prior to starting the business, I sold that one to fund this, and then I was able to actually build another one, so it was good.
So that engine's not the same engine, it's just...
No, different engine, I sold that as a complete running car, and then actually bought this one in bits and pieces, as in the motor was, bought it and then sourced a gearbox and pieced it together that way.
Yeah, which is not a bad way to do it.
No,
especially like 2018. Commodores probably wouldn't have been super expensive at that stage.
No, that's right.
Yeah, you're probably still picking up a full Commodore for $2,000.
Yeah, exactly. You could buy Statesmans and stuff for fuck all.
Yeah, that's right.
You're starting to get past that. You get the whole thing for $1,000.
Yes,
It's
that
a bit dearer than that, but you weren't paying COVID money for stuff.
No, that's right. There was a time there where things were pretty reasonable, and they're getting a little bit hard to find now. They're getting old, so.
And I think a lot of that happened.
Yeah.
Because Australia only got so many LS-based cars, and anything that had an LS, people usually took them out because the Commodore was fine, but it was an old car at that stage.
Yeah.
Not very good.
Yeah, it's all built on a budget, so wherever I could sort of do, the whole thing I've built myself, so wherever I could do something where I could, make something work and get a half decent result, well, that's the way we went.
Oops! Here it's echo. Big drone shot of a donut.
Of a donut,
Exactly what I
I'm
want.
sure that blows his windscreen street.
That's cool.
It wouldn't be the first time, but I did get in a little trouble last time. One Christmas when that happened.
Yeah.
Spontaneously happens.
Yeah.
Didn't want to let me go into third.
We're just painting the driveway, mate.
Yeah.
I can smell clutch now.
Yeah. Because I got fifth there at one point.
Nice.
It's a big, just got to watch your hand on the pulley as you tell the main switch on.
So don't lick things.
Old Matty Paul fingers.
You hear the screen go.
You hear the belt come off.